Hi.
Hi, Isha, again.
Hi. As you were talking some time back, Madhvi, I have a 60-year-old in the house. You know that very well, my nephew.
Yeah.
And summer holiday, no online classes, and nothing to do in the lockdown. You can't take him to the park, and all of us live in apartments now. So, I mean, I have the same dilemma as most parents have right now. What to do because they have so much energy, how to engage them. I mean, I go on YouTube, try to find activities for him to do all kinds of stuff, but still it is less
Yeah.
the whole day.
I know.
So,
There
tell
was
me
no
some
corona.
activities.
When my kids were growing up, luckily, there was no corona, there was no lockdown. But I think
Hmm,
keeping kids engaged on vacations, on holidays, when there is
hmm,
summer holidays for school, it is quite a task. I remember doing all kinds of things to keep my sons entertained during those days.
hmm,
So I
hmm,
would say, first and foremost thing for any
hmm,
child, in especially 0 to 7 years, is
hmm,
uh, routine.
hmm,
Routine. I can't insist more. Routine
hmm,
is the most important thing for them. So when the children go to school, there is a routine for them.
hmm,
They wake up in the morning, maybe 7, 6:37. Then they get ready, and then they have their
hmm,
breakfast, and then they get into the school bus, or the parents will take them and drop them in school, and the school routine starts maybe from 8:30 to 2:30 or 3 o'clock. Then they come home,
hmm,
get into the school bus, or somebody picks them up, they come home, and then again
hmm,
they'll have evening, they'll probably wash up and they'll eat some snack, and then they'll go out and
hmm,
play. They come back and do the homework, followed by dinner
hmm,
and sleep. There's a pretty good structure to the day.
hmm,
Okay. But
hmm,
when there is no school,
hmm,
there is no structure to the day. It's as
hmm,
if they're lost,
hmm,
you know. So it's important to bring in the structure to
hmm,
the day, even when there is no school at home.
hmm,
I remember I had mentors when my children were going to Waldorf schools, my kids went to Waldorf schools. They told me that, Madhvi, all the parents for that matter, they said that you guys need to wake up at the same time as you would wake up
hmm,
when your kids go to
hmm,
school. Just because it's a Saturday and a Sunday, you cannot give them a break
hmm,
from the routine. The routine is what
hmm,
makes the day predictable and calm.
hmm,
Children will be calm because they
hmm,
know this is how my day is going to be. Saturday is like Friday, Sunday is also like any other day of the week. But the activities they
hmm,
do during the day might change, but the routine need not be
hmm,
broken. The time they wake up
hmm,
and the time they go to bed. So that is so important. When I followed that, it used to
hmm,
work like a charm, So I used to
hmm,
plan in advance, even if it's just a
hmm,
weekend, like a Saturday, Sunday, I would know uh,
hmm,
yeah, how to spend my day with my children. So what I would do is, I remember
hmm,
usually Saturdays were our supermarket visits, like
hmm,
when my kids were young, we were in the UK, so I would go to these
hmm,
massive supermarkets to stock up for the whole week.
hmm,
I would schedule the supermarket time in that.
hmm,
And of
hmm,
course, wherever I went, my kids would follow me. Where will they be? Otherwise, there was nobody there at home. My
hmm,
husband would mostly travel. So it was
hmm,
technically, I was a single parent. I would take my
hmm,
kids along with me.
hmm,
Wake up in the morning, have breakfast,
hmm,
and, by 9 o'clock, if there was a supermarket visit, I would take them with me to the supermarket, come back by 10:30, 11, have the snack for the day, or sometimes they
hmm,
would ask me to buy them something to eat
hmm,
outside. I would buy them something to eat outside for snack, come home, wash hands and play for some
hmm,
time. Like I would say free play, because they were
hmm,
restricted in the supermarket. They couldn't run around. It was
hmm,
more controlled environment.
hmm,
So they would come home and play. 12:30, they would have their lunch
hmm,
till 1 o'clock. And 1 o'clock again, I had
hmm,
to do so much work at home. So I used to collect, all this supermarket wala saman ke jo bhi dabbe. I
hmm,
would empty those boxes and I would give it away to my sons. So they would do
hmm,
some craft, some glue sticks, some scissors, two pairs of scissors, glue sticks,
hmm,
and cardboard boxes that I have
hmm,
emptied contents from, and they would play with them. And I
hmm,
don't remember buying expensive toys at all. Normal,
hmm,
regular toys, and definitely no
hmm,
battery operated toys,
hmm,
no iPads, no
hmm,
smartphones, no TV, no laptop, no
hmm,
screen time at all. I was a very particular that my children should not have screen time till 11 years, you know. So they were just managing their day without screen time. And after that, I would tell them next activity, next activity, next activity. I used to have this list of activities from Monday to Sunday made and stuck somewhere, you know, in the house, so that I'll say, okay, they'll run to me and say, I finished this. What should I do next time? Get bored. Then I'll say, okay, why don't we do this? Okay, why don't we do that? So I used to have these lists of activities, and my day would, whatever they would do in school at that particular time, like evening snack time, would be the same as snack time on Saturday and Sunday. Then dinner time would be the same on Saturday and Sunday. Nothing changes because it is holidays. I know it is boring for people who want to go out and who want to party and who want to have nightlife. But I feel that when you have signed up for responsibility of being a parent, children come first, you know. Or you need to have somebody at home who can do the same on your behalf while you're away. I'm not against partying, but if it is once in a while and you need a break, of course, why not? You know, then you can take help of your extended family, your friends, some what do you call, the babysitter or nanny or whoever that is. That's extremely important for me, that the routine is maintained. And children should have a predictable day. So you tell them in the morning when they wake up only, this is how your day is going to be. And they're very calm because they know that these 5 things are going to happen throughout the day. And this will come first, then the next one, and then the next one, and then the next one. For them, routine is like sunrise, you know. Imagine for us, you wake up one day morning and there is no sunrise. It's 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. And then there is no sun. The sun is missing, you know. You'll freak out, right? You don't know what to do because there's no daylight, there's no sun. Is the world coming to an end? Or you'll behave like a crazy person if that happens to you. For children, having a routine is as important as having a sunrise. Having a predictable day is as important as that. So parents have to focus on the routine and eating healthy food. You know, no junk food, especially when we are living in these boxes, apartments, you know, when there is no place for children to run around and burn the energy. Eating homemade food, eating organic food, eating a lot of vegetables, vegetarian food. Even non-veg eaters, I remember my friends who used to eat non-veg when I was in school. Usually non-veg was made on Sundays. Monday to Saturday, it used to be vegetarian. Maybe one day they used to get egg or something in the middle of the week. And then the rest of the days, it's going to be vegetarian. And Sunday, it used to be meat, whatever, mutton, chicken, whatever it is, fish, whatever. Okay. Nowadays, thanks to these apps that deliver meat to your home, every day children are fed non-veg, and so much toxins are being fed to children through non-veg because
and fried, complete deep
fried, masala, deep fried, color, food colors, you know, because they are now coming with pre-marinated kebabs, everything is ready. You just have to take it from the box and put it on the pan, and your kebabs are ready. So through this food also, there's a lot of toxins that are going. So we are basically disrupting the whole body's ecosystem. You know, there's the circadian rhythm is being disturbed. They don't wake up at the same time. They don't sleep at the time when the sun, you know, usually when the sun sets, children are supposed to sleep. And then when the sun rises, children are supposed to wake up. So the dinner time has to be 6:30 or 7 in India, because usually by 7, the sun sets even in summer in India. And by 7, if they have their dinner, then they can play for some time. By 8, worst case scenario, 8:30, before 9, they are in their bedrooms. By 9, they are fallen asleep, and they're in their deep sleep by 9 o'clock. If we follow this rhythm and routine as if there is school, imagining that there is school, okay, then children are going to be very calm. You know, if children don't know what they are going to do, because mostly children don't know what they are going to do because parents don't know what they have to do. You know, it's a vicious cycle. One leads to the other. So if they plan their week ahead, I know it is time consuming a little bit, but if you have a plan in place, if you make like a template, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and 9 to 10 or 9 to 9:30, a half an hour activity is good for children, because long activities they can't survive. Usually 0 to 6 years, they say each activity should be around 20 minutes. You can give it extra 5, maybe 20 to 30 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, 30 minutes. And then if they want to go pee in between or whatever, then the next activity starts. You can be flexible in exchanging activities also, so that if they want to do something more exciting before, that's fine, but the routine still remains the same. They have lunch at the same time, breakfast at the same time, snack and dinners at the same time. That should be the way it is. I'm planning to, we are getting this question from so many parents, Isha. I'm thinking I should make a PDF, a template for Monday to Sunday with these half-an-hour slots as to what activity that needs to be done with children. The parents can fill it in and use it and stick it on their refrigerators or wherever, so that they can see and they can plan the next day. And if they can put it at a height where children can see, it's even better. They know what next is. They won't even come and ask you what next is. For younger children who are not able to read, they can put some nice pictures which represent the activity. If it's a this one, if it's a say craft activity, then you can take a photo and put that photo on the
almost like visual cues kind of a thing.
Those little kids, like if they are 3-4 year olds, probably they have not started reading it, so they can just look at the picture and think about, they know the activity. They become very independent. So you need to make an area where these activities can be done, like a corner in your house, a room in your house where you can keep an eye on them. You can't be left, you can't leave them alone, because they can create some problems or they can hurt themselves if there are scissors involved, I think if that is done, children will not have any problems at all. And you know what? Children are, boredom is most important for children. We just cannot say my child cannot get bored. Only creativity happens when you get bored. When they don't get bored, there is no creativity. Don't we do those things? When we are bored, we say, okay,
oh yeah,
okay, let me cook something, let me do something. So don't worry about your children's boredom, and entertaining your children is not your responsibility. Parents' responsibility. We are not there to entertain them. We are there to care for them. We are there to love them. We are there to look after them. They can entertain themselves. They're pretty smart to entertain themselves. You just have to provide those things that are required and which don't have batteries and which don't have screens. I remember I bought a Batman toy for my son. We went to a toy shop in London. He picked up a toy which had batteries. He was hell-bent on buying the toy. I bought it and I removed the batteries from the toy. Okay, and I threw them away or hid them somewhere. And he was saying that the same toy my friend has, but my friend's toy, when we press a button, does some actions. Why is my toy not doing the actions? My son was probably 5 or 6 years old. I told him that your toy can do a lot more actions, because you can imagine all the actions that your friend's toy cannot do, and you can make your toy do those actions. He said, yeah, that's correct. Children are not looking at perfect answers. They're not looking at some logical, scientific answer to their questions. They're looking at answers that you are convinced in. If you're not convinced in your answer, they can read through that. Then you will say, no, I need there must be something that is making, my son never questioned that. He went and he started making the Batman do some movements, he was doing this, he was doing that with his hands, and he was very happy to play with the Batman toy without the batteries in it. Okay. So we don't really need any of those things. These are in our head. We don't need expensive toys. We can just give them your Amazon delivery boxes. You can give them cardboard dabbas in your house. You can give them old, cans. You can give them just glue sticks, old newspapers, old magazines, and color pencils, Play-Doh, and they're fine. They're sorted. They will figure out how to entertain themselves and have the routine. Routine is the most important. The rest all will follow. If the routine is not there, all this even if you have all this, it's a waste, because they don't know how to spend their day. There is no structure to the day. Routine is the structure for them. It's like the skeleton, the scaffolding that holds their day together. If you don't have that, no matter how expensive toys you buy, how many nannies you have, however posh and big house that you live in, no use. Children need structure. That's important for them.
I completely agree to what you're saying. And the idea is great about the PDF, but just playing the devil's advocate here, right? Okay, so when there's school, there's a routine, I understand. But in a lot of time, a lot of parents are like single parents. Okay, I'm not saying that when you were in UK, you were almost single parent. You said you're taking care
Yes.
of everything right now. But let's not go there. I mean, let's not compare that. But a lot of parents here are maybe single parent or a single income parent, and there's no help as such around. And because of the lockdown, also, I mean, they don't know if they have a routine. They don't know when they are going to be called by their boss for the meeting. And my boss is very great, so he doesn't call me.
I always
Ask
check
me.
you. I always check. Rudra class
Exactly.
ho gaya kya? Can we have a call now?
Exactly. That's the same. My boss is great, so I don't have that trouble with her. But a lot of times people complain that, I mean, suddenly the meeting has been called. So I mean, basically, they don't have a routine themselves. Their day is not predictable. So having the routine for the child becomes a little more difficult. I mean, it's a practical problem right now, maybe that they are facing.
No, I would
So, I mean-
say, no, I will disagree with you on this. Why,
Okay.
you know,
Okay.
at least one of them has a structure then.
Okay.
Imagine
Okay.
you don't have structure, your nephew doesn't have structure. It's even
Oh my
more
God.
trouble. Imagine at least your nephew has structure and you don't have structure. I'll call you anytime. I can call you in the midnight also and say, Isha, can we have a conversation about something that we're doing? But imagine, you know, Rudra's timings, you know, imagine if Rudra has Zoom classes, you know, online classes. I know that his classes are from 9 to 12 or something like that, right?
Yeah.
So I know that Isha is not reachable from 9 to 12 because she's in attending classes with Rudra. Okay. And so 9 to 12 is sorted. You also know that you will put your phone on mute and you will tell everybody, don't call me between 9 to 12. You know, that gives you so much of clarity as to how you plan your day. Everything is actually very clear for you कि रुद्र का काम important है, सबसे important है, तो 9 से लेके 12 तक मैं कोई काम नहीं करूंगी, उसके साथ बैठूंगी. I'll get through his school first. Then 12 onwards, I'm free. Maybe 12 to 1, I need a break because I would have done preschool curriculum for 3 hours. I need 1 hour's break for my brain. 1 to 1:30, I have lunch. So most of our recordings we do from 2 to 5 because that's suitable for us. We know that Rudra is sorted. He's done. And then 5 onwards, maybe you'll sit with him for homework or his mom will come and do whatever needs to be done with him. Or your mom will take care, whatever. You have your day sorted like that, right? So at least imagine, Rudra ka to sort out ho gaya. Like that, if parents know their children's day is sorted, I'm sure most of the Indian families will have one helper at least if they have young children.
Yeah.
Imagine how difficult it is for a helper to sit and make sure that they are safe. Helper need not do anything. She's just keeping an eye on them while the mom and dad are in their rooms attending their Zoom calls, whatever, you know, their office work. Once you have then you know that you are in charge of your child's routine. You are in control of what your child is doing while you're locked up in your bedroom for doing your calls. Otherwise,
that makes sense. I mean, if you put it like that, yes.
Nobody is in charge otherwise. ना तुम्हारा लाइफ तुम्हारे कंट्रोल में है, ना बच्चे का रूटीन कंट्रोल में है. वो क्या खा रहा है पता नहीं है, कब सो रहा है पता नहीं है, कुछ पता नहीं. I think it's important that at least child's day or child's routine is in control. And the mom, even if it's a working mom, it's even more relaxing. I know that it's 2 o'clock, he must be doing that.
Right.
3 o'clock, he must.
True.
How hard is that? I mean, initially to bring the structure is a little hard if there was no structure in the house. But usually children are so flexible that within a month's time, the structure will fall in place. After that, it's a cakewalk because they love routine. They thrive on routine. Children thrive on routine. So they will love it. They say, आज Monday है ना, आज वो होना चाहिए. कल Tuesday है ना, कल वो होने वाला है. Because I remember my son he was allowed to eat in school canteen only one day. The day on which they would make French fries. That is the day he would say, मुझे lunch के पैसे चाहिए स्कूल में क्योंकि मैं घर में नहीं बनाती थी French fries. तो वो क्या करता था, मुझसे पैसे लेके जाता था. So he would wait for Tuesday because Tuesday was French fries day. He would say, Amma, I need extra this much money for French fries because I'll buy 2 French fries and eat, you know. And I know that on Tuesday I don't need to send lunch for him because his lunch is sorted. Like that, if you had your day structured, and it becomes very easy, Isha, because I have been there. I don't think anything has changed when it comes to how children live or how children develop or how children grow in last 20 years.
It hasn't.
They go the same way. They do the same thing. Probably 10 years or 15 years from now, when I have my grandchildren, I'm going to do the same with them. I'm not going to
Thanks.
change anything, you know. So it's important to have the structure. I believe structure, for me, structure is like the most important thing. Routine, rhythm, whatever you want to call it, structure, timetable, schedule, whatever you want to call it, that's sacrosanct for me. I'm going to swear by it, you know. That has made my children so calm. There were no behavior issues. You know, one of my sons has autism. For him, structure is extra important. If you have a special child, structure is the thing for you. If you don't have a special child, structure is the thing for you. So there is no excuse. There is no excuse for not having a structure for parents. When I ask the mothers, if they say, मैम जब उठता है तब खाता है, मैम जब उसका मन आए सोता है, अभी तो छुट्टी है, अभी तो, no, that's not allowed. You know, children don't thrive in that kind of homes. They thrive when there is a predictable day in front of them. So I think I've stressed enough how much structure is important, you know. So,
yes, the point has been delivered completely. I got the important.
Yeah, I hope I was convincing.
Or you were, as usual.
Okay, I'll just, let's move on to the next one. Yeah.
Next up.